All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Two Dudes podcast. Got a good one coming for you today, the NFL Spectacular. But before we get to NFL stuff, we got a lot of other things for you. I'm Rick. That's Kevin. Kevin, how you doing, bro?
Not good, bro. Not good.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Uh, well, first off, Saturday went good. I told you, Regatta, much love again. Killed that, did that. But Sunday, mom and my sister out and about, and my sister works for the health department. Her husband a fireman or whatever. And, she got her stuff in physical therapy and stuff like that. And I had this I've had a gash or something in my leg that's slowly healing. Doing cleaning it. Doing what I'm supposed to do with it. And we in the middle of the grocery store, and she was like, "You need a doctor's appointment." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I need to get my physical and stuff." She was like, "No, you need a doctor's appointment ASAP because I think that might be diabetic." So that instantly just took me just floored because I just did blood work and stuff with some extra life insurance and got denied because of my sleep apnea, but all my levels and stuff was fine across the board. So I'm just like, what the hell? Then she was like, "How long you had this?" I was like, "I really don't know." She's like, "What do you mean you don't know?" I was like, "Well, when I was in that depressed mind state, I didn't care how I looked or whatever, right? Because I didn't want attention. So I didn't pay attention like I should have been." I said, "So I don't know who, what, when, how this, this happened came or whatever. When I finally got out of that haze, I was like, what the fuck is this? Let me take care of it, So called the doctor today. I told them just don't care anymore. They just, that let's get you in now mindset don't exist anymore. I said, all right, we can see you in December.
In what?
December 13th when I go to the doctor. Told me.
Hold on, bro. This is September the 7th?
Yes. Said since I hadn't been there in 2 years, I said, well, the pandemic happened and I was jobless, so I couldn't come without any insurance. Oh, we need a 30-minute visit, so therefore we can't get you in no sooner than December 13th. I was like, are you serious? So because of that, I'm gonna go to the ER tomorrow and let them come on. They'll give me an antibiotic that'll probably clear it all up. But tests and things need to be done to make sure that I'm diabetic or borderline diabetic or anything like that or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the fun I get tomorrow after work.
Yeah, man. You did the smart thing by going ahead and going to the ER tomorrow. I would not wait 3 months for something
it's
like
that's
this.
not gonna happen. That's just not possible. So, my sister told me, ironically, I got it sitting right here. Got this wound wash. I mean, keeping it clean and everything. People, if you got a sore, you're not sure, get some of this to keep it clean because that helps heal it. Then put your antibiotic. Then I got my, my trip. Put that on it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've been doing the triple ointment. I just hadn't been doing the wound wash because I didn't know. So that kind of messed the weekend up on Sunday and just, kind of threw my mind. But I was like, you know what? Whatever it is, we got to deal with it. You're trying to. We don't sit there on the time. We don't want you to lose your foot. Why do we always go to the extreme on stuff? Just automatically, man, they about to chop the foot off because of that. It just, I'm in the middle of the store, like, you couldn't have told me this shit outside. It just, I swear, we have no bedside manner for each other.
You know what? You don't, but in a situation like this, I applaud her for, not wasting any time. This is what you need to do. Do it. Why wait? Because so many things could happen between inside the supermarket and at the parking lot. It could be forgotten. It could be swept under the rug. It shows that she cares a lot about you and your well-being. Yeah. So, I commend her for that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was there, I'd do the same thing.
It was cool. It just caught me off guard. So But yeah, I'm do what I gotta do to get a hand in. It was ironic. I was early Sunday evening. I was meeting with a trainer. That's what made it even ironic. I was like, I know what I need to do. And I was meeting with her to get everything mapped out, and she was like, "First thing, I need to go see a doctor." I was like, "Well, I'm planning on scheduling that." Because she wanted to make sure that whatever she had me do doesn't interfere with like everything that was going on or whatever. And I was like, I don't think it should, you know.
No.
So we're about to see what happens.
Even if it is diabetes, that wouldn't interfere. That would actually help you, you know, rather than hurt you.
Yeah, because she was saying her mom has had it for like 20, 30 years, and all she takes is a pill.
That's type 2. That's type 2. I know a few people that are on type 2, and as long as you take that pill every day, you manage your weight, and you eat healthy, that's all you need to do, for real.
And I know for me,
that's why I was gonna say it scares me that the doctor's like, yeah, December 13th. Like, what the fuck? Because you know you can jump from type 2 to type 1 in them 3 months just by doing what you're doing, because you don't know.
That's one thing. I would have been like, once I had this, you know, this little situation on my leg, and I don't know, and I get possibly diabetic, I think would have been like, we need to get you in. Let's come. Either it'd be like, let's come in next Tuesday. All right, bet next Tuesday.
Yeah, shit. Next Tuesday's better than December
13th. Yeah. Hey, for Christmas, we just gonna take your leg. You waited too long.
Shoot, that's what they do nowadays in these hospitals too. It's more like an assembly line. They need to get you in, they handle whatever, they get you out, make room for the next one. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's the way we are now. So
no, that's it. That's real talk. That conversation lasts all of like 3 minutes.
Bro, when I had my biopsy,
we got the same birthday that she did. Well, what do you need? Because I'm about, oh, we got the same birthday. I got to make sure I can get you in. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. December 13th. You ain't did me no favors.
When I had my cancer biopsy, it was somebody in front of me. It was somebody behind me. It felt like pick a number. Now serving number 3. Mr. Kearney, come on back. Oh shit. And I don't want to relive that shit ever again.
Yeah.
So yeah, do what you got to do, bro.
All right. You know, it's time to get back on the wagon and do what I need to do.
All right, couple topics I want to get to before we get to the meat and bones, which is the National Football League. I said last week during the show that I would personally listen to Donda, and I would give you my 2 cents.
I don't know why you did, but okay.
I don't know why I did either. But I'm going to say it like this. If you're a Kanye West fan, I mean a true fan, listen to him all the time, you'll like this album. Now, I know I mentioned last week that he needs to go back to his roots and all that. That's kind of where I was wrong, because as an artist, I do understand that you don't want to do the same old thing because you will get stale. You want to constantly grow and do different things. That being said, Donda is kind of like, how did they do it in the 70s with rock music? What did they call it? A concept album.
Yeah.
And I commend him on that. I commend him for doing something different. I commend him for, lack of better words, spreading his wings. It's not a gospel album, but it is a spiritual album.
Yeah.
I get that. I commend him for that. But what I don't like is what I feared, the lack of hits. 44 different tracks on there. I know they wasn't all full length and everything, but still, I expected some more up-tempo stuff. I expected some more bangers on here. I really did. See, and there wasn't.
Here's the thing on that. What people fail to realize. When Jay-Z dropped 444, there was no real banger on that CD. It was Jay-Z showing that he could be, he always said he could be lyrical like Nas and all them others without having to make a hit.
Yeah.
And he waited till he solidified, he up there. You can't crowbar him off that seat. He gives you 444. Just the album he wanted to make. All the best producers in the world, that's what he wanted to make. Kanye is at that status now to where last two albums were gospel, wasn't bad. Then all he did was his version of Kirk Franklin, wasn't bad. You get to Donda. Donda's a concept album, supposed to be a tribute to his mom. Keyword concept.
Yeah.
And he's at that height to where he's in that chair, can't remove him with a crowbar either. So he's not worried about hits. He's just making what he feels. Where I look at Jay-Z and Kanye and kind of side eye is why you gotta wait to where you're untouchable to do it. Because 3 Stacks did his on a double album. That him and Big Boy did their own separate music and came together, whatever.
You're right.
But he did his concept album at the height of Outkast. It wasn't like he putting it out now when he solidified and can't be touched. But he put it when they was at the height, $1 million a night each to tour, he did it. So I'm just like, why couldn't y'all do it then? So some, they love the art, but they don't trust the art. And that's kind of where him and Jay-Z fall. But at the same time, did you listen to that track I sent you?
Yes, I did.
3 Stacks.
Yeah, I was going to say, you talking about the one Andre Benjamin. No?
Yeah. That verse of 3 Stacks, my mom is still living, and that verse hit me. Right. Pops, he ain't here, but for you not having your mom not being here anymore, your pops not being here, that verse probably resonated in some regards with you.
It is very deep.
In some way, shape, or form. That's what Donda was supposed to be, but Kanye got caught up in this, him and Drake, they little mouthing back and forth, and he kind of got miscued from what he was trying to do. Still a good concept album, but some ways he kind of lost concept. That's why Dre hasn't released that next Chronic, because it's a concept album. Everybody that's heard it said it's the greatest thing they've ever heard. But the problem is they're all in the business. They understand. The masses, Dre is worried about they won't get it. And I understand that. So concept albums are a great thing. It's just not everybody's willing to pull that trigger to pull that album off.
True.
Now, Donda, I've listened to it briefly. I may get back to it, but I ain't listening to Drake at all. It is what it is.
If I don't hear another song off of Donda, it's not gonna hurt me at one way or the other. And as far as Drake is concerned, he's not even in their league. Anybody that we've mentioned in this segment here, Drake is not even in their league. I don't care how big people think Drake is. Drake is not Drake. Drake is not Andre Benjamin, and Drake is not Kanye.
Yeah, if I want to hear Donda, I just keep listening to Life of the Party.
There you go.
And I even listened to the full song, and my brother like, man, that they wasn't rapping against each other. Andre didn't catch nobody. I said, no, he bodied Kanye on that song. His delivery, his flow, his subject matter, he bodied Kanye on that song. That right there could be a single of his own damn CD. The one, because it instantly just grabs you. You just sit and just be like, damn, damn. So when his verse ends, you don't want to hear nothing else. I literally had the whole song. His verse ended, and I stopped because I didn't realize I had the whole song. I thought I just had just his verse. It took me like a couple hours to realize, oh shit, I got Kanye's verse too. And the thing I went and listened from Kanye on, I started the song over again. Then I listened to it.
I don't blame you. Again, I'm not gonna beat the album over the head anymore. because we got some Kanye fans out there. Good for you. You know, if you like it, I love it, but it's not for me. And I'll just leave it on that.
When it comes to concept albums, you know, you just let it be a concept.
All right. Bad, sad news in the world. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. Former Marine charged in killing 4 people, including a baby, and was denied bond. Well, yeah, first of all, he should have been denied bond. I don't know what the hell happened there. He's a suspect in Florida, and his name is Brian Riley. And the Polk County Sheriff's Office said that he was dressed in full body armor and wielding an automatic weapon, and allegedly went on an early morning shooting rampage just on Sunday morning, killing 4 strangers, including a mother and her baby, and wounding an 11-year-old girl before giving up to authorities. What the fuck is wrong with people today?
And we got some people out there that's hurting, that don't know how to deal with the hurt. And because we won't kill the stigmatism around therapy, stuff like this gonna keep happening. It's just, you notice it won't get as much attention as it would like a year or 2 ago. They're gonna try to, you know, put a cap on it to where it's not spreading out there.
That's true. I mean, it's sad though. I know I joke a lot, like, to people that talk about suicide. I'm like, shoot, why talk about suicide? Kill somebody else. That's kind of a joke. Real talk, if you feel like you have to kill a stranger, go on ahead and kill yourself. You better off that way.
Yeah.
Because them people didn't do nothing to him. I don't care how bad of a day, week, month, year, life he was having. It's just horrible, because those people, they will never ever be again. They will never be. And you talking about a mother and her baby. That baby didn't even have a start in life. And I'm assuming there's a father, and you can only imagine what he's going through. And then there was an 11-year-old that's wounded. Don't know the extent of the injuries, but what's that gonna do to a kid? You know, you 11 years old, my kid's 11. So I know that would have an effect on them.
It's tragic.
All right, let's get away from this sad shit. Some useful stuff for everybody. Because, you know, a couple weeks ago, we talked finances, and I ran across this article, 15 money hacks you should be using in 2021. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, half of these I know that I need to be using. The first one was create a plan for your money. That's obvious because what's that saying? If you fail to plan, you may as well plan on failing. That goes without saying. 2, use free financial tools and calculators. I don't do that because I've got things, you know, I've got plans and papers and stuff that I can use, but a lot of people don't. So if you don't have anything that you can use, there's always some free downloads somewhere. So that will do something. This one I don't do either. Find yourself an accountability partner. I don't really use an accountability partner because I'm kind of driven. When I really want something, I go out and get it. So, you know, I make a way. So I am, so to speak, my accountability partner. That's why yours truly is working so hard to get that Bronco. The hardest part about that is it is a large purchase. You know, usually for them smaller ones, I can go ahead and knock them off. And that's all good. The 4th one, use a cash only budget. Bruh, so many of us are guilty of this one. That plastic fantastic. You get into that and you will get into trouble with that. And, you know, I'm just getting to where I can, you know, see the light at the end of the tunnel on that. Get rid of that mess, get rid of that debt, and that's going to free up so much other stuff. Number 5, automate what you can as far as your savings and expenses. I know a lot of people will do automatic bill pay and stuff like that.
I hate that.
I don't do that either, and here's why. I don't care how much I owe you. You're gonna get it when I get it. I don't want you pulling nothing out of my account. I pride myself on trying to be on time with stuff. Um, but that being said, something might happen one day. And
Yeah,
I don't need my account going negative just because of one day. So you
I'm
get it
on
when I
time
get it.
for everything but my cell phone. My cell phone's the only one that might linger because, like this last time, the app didn't want to work, and I'm steady trying to get it to work, and it didn't want to work, so I ended up doing it another way. So
Yeah, and I can see that. Number 6, challenge your friends to a no spin challenge. Okay, that's some dumb shit right there.
yeah, go to the next one. Don't you need to talk?
Yeah, so we on the same page on that one there. All right, number 7 was put additional funds into your savings account. That's kind of a duh, but if you got it, exactly. Here's the big one though. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. And I know at some point or another we all been guilty of that. You know, somebody got something, you want it, you try to get it too. In my old age, as you would probably want to call it, I've learned that I don't give a fuck what X, Y, and Z have. I want what I want. Now,
that's the thing. I'm not one to like usually with everybody. I'm usually to the left of everything. So
see,
like,
that's a good way to be. That's a
like
real
right
good
now, you know, people spending $200-300 on shoes. Have fun. I want to spend, you know, my mind is I want to spend $2,200 on these speakers to DJ, or I want to spend $900 for this boom box. My mind's on something different.
I feel you, because remember we was talking a couple weeks ago about that linen suit. That's a bad mofo, but
I spend it on that.
Here's my thing though. It would take a lot for me to pull that trigger on clothes because I'm on that mindset now. You know, that Bill Gates, that George Lucas mindset. Who's two of the richest dudes in the world? Billionaires. What do they always wear? Jeans and a flannel t-shirt or a flannel shirt. Because
they wear suits when they need to.
When they need to, yes. But what is that saying? The difference between rich people and wealthy people. Rich people show it. Wealthy people do it. And,
yeah.
And you know, at the drop of a hat, they can do whatever they want to do. You know. Number 9, use the 72-hour rule before purchasing something. I started this about, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years ago, and it really works. You know, if I really want something, I'll sit on it for a couple of days before I make that decision. I'll do more research or whatever it takes. Sometimes that gets me into trouble because I might wait too long, but I'd rather do that than impulse buy.
I sit on shit for weeks before I buy it, so that's nothing. That speaker I sent you, it took me a month to buy that. So,
bro, by the time I wanted to pull the trigger on that, I had trouble finding which store in my area had it. So,
well, honestly, the thing was so hot, it sold out. They just got it back in stock.
So I might have to check my local Walmart then next weekend.
Well, I would because mine still. I had to steal mine back from Brandy. She had it for like a month, wouldn't give it back to me.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it waterproof?
I'm gonna say yeah, because I got it. You know, might have possibly got it rained down.
Okay, because if it is waterproof, I'm definitely gonna pull the trigger on it because primarily I want to use it out in the yard.
So I would look, but I feel like this: you get your money's worth. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. The sound quality and everything, you get your money's worth. Well, remember, I had to steal it back.
Remember, I'm running that Sony through the entire house.
So, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a good compliment to what you got. As far as you take it outside, you go hear
it. Yeah, and what I would do with it, because there's Bluetooth built in, that Sony transmits Bluetooth signal to Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah.
So I can run it anywhere, and that would be perfect right there. Number 10 was get rid of high interest debts right away. Yeah, that's a no-brainer right there because
it's like a lot of this shit is common sense. They ain't said nothing just like earth shattering.
No, they haven't really. Number 11, take it easy on takeout. Yeah, a lot of us spend too much damn money on food. We really
Well,
do.
the thing is, you got people that just don't cook, period. Friend of mine,
Yeah.
she literally buys food every day.
She's buying her way into debt then. Number 12 is stop buying new things.
She uses the apps. She'll use all the apps to get. I'm like, if you go in here to buy a burger and you getting a free fries from McDonald's, which one you think costs more?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, number 13, do your research and compare prices. That kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about, the 72 hours.
Like this was like a waste of a time as article. I need to add for publishing.
Reevaluate your memberships and subscriptions. I'm not gonna lie, this is the reason why I don't have what is it, Netflix, and what was the other one? HBO Max. And I think there was I don't have those. I have the Disney Plus package, and shit, I barely watch that. So
now that I do agree with, like right now I'm paying for Planet Fitness. I don't ever use it, but I don't know if I'm ready to go into the gym, be around people like that. But like I just got rid of Spectrum today. You know, I'm free of the change, you know, I already say it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get that one. That's probably about the only one that makes the most damn sense.
The next one is improve your banking situation. Some people can't get a better bank. And if you got the kind of funds where you can get a loan against what you have in your account, you probably don't need these 15 things. You know what you need to do already.
When they make that comment, they want you to play the stock market. That's what it is. Because all these banks now is put your money in this CD, put your money in that, buy this, we'll help you with this stock, that stock. Some people like me don't want to play the stock market. Or you don't have that money, because I was like this. If you ain't got at least $500 to throw out there and just walk away from it, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? It defeats the purpose.
So, it does. Yeah, stock market is very risky and anything can happen. So you definitely, it takes nerve to do something like that. Yeah. I ain't got that kind of nerve yet. A couple of NFL things I want to talk to you about. I know last week we talked about Cam Newton on the show and how he got cut and everything. And I guess between when we last talked and now, some more stuff came out. I saw this article about the NFL world reacts to telling news and details about Cam Newton. And I guess from what I was reading, bruh didn't study the offense, allegedly. It says here that Newton's former teammate, linebacker Rob Ninkovich, revealed that Mac Jones. Daniel Jones is the quarterback for the Giants. Sorry. Mac Jones had actually helped Newton learn the team's playbook. Now, there may have been a few wrinkles that he might have gave him pointers on or something, but I don't think that he helped Cam learn the playbook because Cam was there last year. So Cam should already have a grasp on that offense. What do you think about that?
Here's the thing, and this sums it up. When Cam got cut, he wasn't prepared for the backlash. More backlash than you expected, because you was treating Cam like he was going to be a has-been. Problem is, your backup quarterback's a nobody. You drafted him because you had the mindset of you didn't want to make a mistake, and you saw something great. That's why they said you kept 4 quarterbacks on the roster when you had Brady, because you swear you saw something in him, and you didn't want to be like, man, I should have later. So the thing with Cam, you're doing damage control, because what was the main thing you was hearing? COVID. All said and done, Cam got cut because of COVID. Cam got cut because he wasn't vaccinated. Now, Matt Jones, Mike Jones, whoever, I don't give two fucks about them helping them with the playbook because the playbook is ever evolving and everybody's always helping each other. And for a linebacker to be like, oh, I seen them helping. Why ain't your ass your meeting? You don't know what the fuck's going on. But since you're the elder of the team, you're gonna speak out like you know something because you're trying to save your team's face. Because they're what? Trying to find the Brady replacement. And everybody knew that wasn't Cam. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro. I think between now and opening day, some more stuff is gonna come out. It's gonna have to. Because Cam never struck me as the type of player that didn't study his playbook. He just was never that guy.
See, here's the thing though. It's gonna be a dead story until Mr. Jones struggles. If he struggles, that's when you're gonna hear, "Oh, I bet Cam could have did better." That's when the problem's gonna come. If he don't finish 500, it's gonna be a wasted season because Cam healthy could have got them 500 easy.
I agree. All right, let's go to these NFL divisions here. I want to touch on them because you and I talked about them over the weekend, and I just kind of want to see where we agree and where we disagree right now during the beginning of the season. I'm pretty sure that probably I want to say midway through the season, we will probably end up going over these again, and we'll see whether or not we have a change of heart on any of them. First things first, the NFC here, we got the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions in the North. And from what we talked about, you went with Packers, Bears, Vikings, Lions. Where did Ricky go? Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions. So at the top and the bottom, we looking like the same thing. Down in the middle, I think that Minnesota, they've got a slightly better offense, and I think defensively, both the Bears and the Vikings are about the same. So that's why I went with the Vikings over the Bears. To me, it don't matter because I don't think either one of them is going to be a playoff team. I think the Packers are the only ones coming out in this division.
I can agree with on the playoff Packer wise. Regards took the Bears. That rookie, if he get playing time, he gonna surprise you at quarterback.
True. Now, in NFC South, Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Brady's, the Atlanta Falcons, and the New Orleans Saints. We had some differences in that too. We both got the Bucks first, and we got the Panthers last. So once again, our bookends match. 2 and 3 is where we different. You got the Falcons over the Saints. I kind of see where you're coming from with that, but I think the Falcons aren't quite ready yet. So I think the Saints will still be, the number 2 seed in that division.
You're looking at it wrong. The Falcons go get the number 2 spot because New Orleans about to be in an uproar at their quarterback position. Winston go do the job, but you gonna have a fanfare that won't see old boy at quarterback. So that's about to be an issue that if Sean Payton don't put his foot down, it's gonna be a back and forth all season. And I don't see Sean Payton having the heart to put his foot down.
And you know what? You might be right. I mean, that's one that I believe we will see towards the middle of the season. It could swing that way.
And now, also, Kamara has shown he needs a number 2 back to be successful because he's been struggling, and they should have never let old Ingram go. That was dumb on their part. But it's the same team that won the Super Bowl off Reggie Bush's back and then didn't re-sign him. So they known for that.
That is very true. In the NFC least, East, excuse me. We got Dallas, Philly, Washington, and New York, and we went completely different on this. You got the Giants finishing 1, so you got them going from worst to first. I still got Washington finishing first because that defense is cold. And until somebody can stop that defense, that's going to keep them in games.
Defense is not cold. It's average at best. And
bro, they were the number 1 ranked defense in the league. How's that average?
That was on some bullshit. If their defense was that good, they would have went further.
They almost knocked off the Bucks in the playoffs.
They had a couple big games, and it made their defense look better than what it was.
If they had a veteran quarterback in there instead of that rookie, I think they would have knocked off the Bucks.
Hey, if it was a fifth, as far as me putting the Giants, it's their division to lose. They got the same team. Everything is tightened up a little bit more. If Barkley can stay healthy, it's their division to lose. Cowboys, the bomb's going to come out from them like usual. A la like a Raider team. And the Eagles, they're looking for identity. The Eagles probably need a new coach when it's all said and done.
See, you had to slide that Raiders comment in there.
I had to do a comparison, let people understand.
Anyway, we're going to go to the NFC West, Rams, Niners, Cardinals, and the Seahawks. Slightly different all across the board. You got the Seahawks finishing first, Rams second. I got the Rams finishing first, Seahawks finishing second. So we flip-flopped on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I just feel, goes back to defense, the Rams defensively are better, and I think they upgraded at quarterback, and that's going to be the difference. And I think Seattle's going to take a step back. How did you come to the opposite conclusion?
Okay. That's what you felt to realize about the Rams. Matthew Stafford ain't changed. He still throw hella picks. He's going to throw that much more because he got that many targets now. That's not going to change. That defense is halfway stout up front and half the secondary. In that middle is soft as pudding. So you're not really stopping nobody.
Bruh.
As far as the Seahawks, Russell going to be Russell. You know what I'm saying? He going to get his numbers. They got him a number 2 receiver, kind of. Then he go hit that person. Metcalf's go beast out like usual. If they get a 600, 700-yard a season running back, you won't be able to touch Seattle. And the Cardinals, young quarterback still learning. 49ers, they thought they saw Joe Montana, and they realized it was Steve Young, so they went down.
Bro, don't. That's where I draw the line. Steve Young's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He's not Montana, though.
If you want to say Jeff Garcia, you can say Jeff Garcia, but don't say Steve Young.
Steve Young, he gave him 1 ring, and that was it. So Steve Young worked.
That's one more than they got from old boy right now.
Steve Young works.
Anyway, Steve Young, man.
Steve Young was like that. He was like the chicken at the restaurant. He was flashing the pan.
Anyway, going to the AFC, Steelers, Browns, Bengals, and the Ravens. And on this one, we, once again, drastically different. You got the Steelers finishing first. I think you just got that off of love for the Steelers. I got them finishing exactly the way they finished last season because the Browns finally have an identity and they got a defense. I think the Steelers have taken 2 steps back. I think the Ravens will still be the Ravens. They're going to start off hot and then cool off real quick because people will figure out the Ravens quarterback situation and their running backs are average at best. And the Bengals, well, they're still the Bengals.
Okay, Bengals, hey, whatever. Steelers number 1. This is Ben's going away ceremony, so he gonna put it all out there. And they got a running back that is top of the line. He's gonna be a havoc, and if teams ain't ready, they gonna run the clock up on you. Ravens, I should have put them 3rd, relegated Browns 2nd. So you can flip that if you want to later. Because I hate to say it, but what's the boy's name? What's
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. the Mike Vick experiment needs to end. You just need to start slinging that rock, or we slinging you out of town. One of the two needs to happen. Cleveland, you see they flexed the game from noon to now it's a 3 o'clock game against us. So the NFL is banking on Cleveland being better than what they was and trying to, open up the gates for them. I'm a little worried about the game because Cleveland is a good, well-rounded team. I just don't know if they're mature enough to get over the hump. Because the thing is, Baker, I give him credit. He's taking a step back. You ain't seen no commercials or nothing. You ain't seen him in trouble. He's got that under hand. But is he ready to lead a team? Is he ready to be that guy?
I will say this before we go to the next division about Cleveland. Cleveland, how do I put this? They will win this division, but they won't go much further. And that's as nice as I can put it. All right, so in this division, we got the Jags, the Colts, the Titans, and the Texans. And here's where I landed, and here's where you landed. Almost identical, except for that 3 and 4 spot. You had Titans, I had Titans, Colts. You got the Jags finished in third. I got the Texans finishing third because I figure even without a quarterback, the Texans are 1 or 2 games better than the Jags. The Jags are a hot mess. What'd you say?
Texans defense is trash.
They have taken a couple steps back, but the Jags are trash all the way across the board, offense, defense, and special teams. If you've seen any of their preseason games this year, you know that they can't get nothing going.
They're not the greatest, but the thing is, they believe in a quarterback. They're back in their QB.
Oh, they definitely doing that.
That's goes and getting rid of Minshew. That lit a fire, and that's solidified. They may win one more game than the Texans. Not saying they go just kill them. It may just be one more game win. And you have to realize the Texans are throwing Tyrod Taylor out there as a sacrificial lamb. And I feel bad for the homie. So
I think Tyrod's got something to prove, especially after what went wrong in LA Chargers last year. When he took that needle and they punctured the lung, and that ruined his career. I mean, it ruined his season.
He should have sued him.
I would have too.
I'd have sued him, got my bread.
All right, in the AFC East, what used to belong to the Patriots annually, no longer. We both got the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets. I don't think that there's an argument to be made on this. I think Ray Charles can see this, and he's blind and dead. The Bills are the best team in this division, hands down. It's their division to lose. Dolphins are up and coming. Patriots are and then the Jets are basically the Jaguars in a different division.
I kind of want to switch it and put the Patriots at 2 and the Dolphins at 3. But I'm going to leave it how it is because I just don't know if the Dolphins believe in their quarterback.
I think they do because they sent Fitzpatrick to another team. By the way, that's the reason why I picked Washington to win their division.
I know it is. But the thing is, though, Fitzpatrick's an expensive backup. So, unless you're Chase Daniels, you don't get those kind of backup contracts. So you have to let Fitzmagic go.
All right, now, in our final division, the AFC West, the best division in football, you heard it here first. Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Here's where we are on this. Almost the same, with the exception of one thing. We both got the Chiefs finishing number 1. You have the Raiders and the Chargers in a tie for second place. I got the Raiders winning outright over the Chargers due to head-to-head. Because, all these prognosticators have been saying, look out for the Chargers, look out for the Chargers. They ain't shown me anything yet. They really haven't.
Chargers was a solid team last season.
We beat them. We beat them. So they just gonna leapfrog us now?
I didn't say leapfrog, it was gonna be a tie. The Chargers was a solid team. They rookie quarterback hit that wall. He hit that wall, and teams had film on him. They just got to tighten up a couple of things because they were solid on both sides of the ball.
I think he's gonna have a sophomore slump. I really do.
I don't see it happening. The main thing for the Chargers, like with the Steelers, if they and like with if they could get at least a 600-700 yard running back, you got to have to worry about them. Atlanta, they get a 600-700 yard running back, you got to worry about them. If not, then yeah, and the Chargers, they'll just kind of fall to the wayside. That's why I'm just outdone that they never brought back Melvin Gordon. You need a running back. But, you know, like start with LT, they don't always pay running backs.
I agree. All right, I got one more thing I want to go through because
before you do that,
yeah,
I did see on my way coming back, Le'Veon Bell had signed with the Ravens to be on the practice squad.
I saw that, and I think that's as far as he's going to get with them, for real. Not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater at all.
One thing I will say, and I'm going to ask you if you're surprised, no one signed Dez Bryant this offseason.
Wasn't he on the Ravens practice squad last year?
No, he was on the squad. He balled for the Ravens. The little time he played, he was effective when he was in there.
That's going to be something interesting. I would think somebody would snatch him up then.
I think he's still trying, like T.O., I think he's still trying to outrun his Dallas past. It's almost like if you lead the Cowboys, you got to have a certain stigmatism for people to mess. Otherwise, it's like, we good.
Yeah, you might be right there. All right, so I want to share this with you and everybody at home because they need to see what's at stake.
The infamous bets.
Okay, so during the podcast episode 66, we had multiple wagers made. Before we kick off this season, let's recap those wagers. Kevin made a bet with Nelson that if the Chiefs beat the Eagles by more than 10 points, Nelson must purchase Kevin a bottle of Uncle Nearest. However, should the Chiefs win by less than 10 or the Eagles win outright, Kevin has to buy Nelson a bottle of Hennessy Black. On the flip side, our other guest Tony wagered with me that if the Chiefs win both games against the Raiders, I've got to buy Tony a bottle of Don Julio. But if my Raiders win either of those games or the series outright, Tony's got to buy me a bottle of Appleton Estate. Who's going to emerge victorious this year? Good luck, gentlemen. And go Raiders. Hey, enough said.
Okay.
Somebody's going to be drinking good this season. Two of us will, two of us won't.
Yeah, it'll probably be me on both of them. You know, all I do is win. What was I gonna say? So I know you are you done? You got something else?
No, I was just gonna end it by saying good luck with your fantasy squad. Good luck with picks.
Okay, well, last topic on with then we can end it.
Okay.
Paul Pierce in the news today.
I heard about that. Is that LeBron bull?
We're gonna break it down real quick.
Okay.
So he says, I guess his ESPN contract was about to be up. He wasn't gonna re-sign anyway. He said he was about done with them because he was having to talk about LeBron every day. Everything was LeBron. Now I ask you this. Was ESPN doing this to fuck with him? Because he played with Boston and Boston immediately just took a hate to them when they was in Miami? Was that them kind of sticking it to him? Or was it the NBA really needing to push him that much harder to get him as relevant as Kobe and MJ? Then the next thing I say, Paul has a good point. They fired me for having a good time. What I was doing, all of them do, but they're behind closed doors and married. I'm divorced having fun. What did I do wrong?
All right, let me go backwards on that. Here's the old adage, and we use this with kids at the school. They say, well, such and such was doing it. They didn't get caught. He's right, but they didn't get caught. So he's got a valid point, but his point won't help him. Secondly,
So
yeah,
it goes back to what I said way back when keeping it real goes wrong. Going live pretty much just cost him. I don't care, done or not, you still left millions on the table.
right. And you know, he can justify it however he wants to. I understand he's a millionaire several times over, but wrong is wrong, right is right. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now going to that first part, it's definitely the NBA pushing LeBron. Because in sports talk every day, everywhere, not just me and you, but all across the country, people are talking now. Is LeBron really that good? Is he all that? And a lot of us are saying no. And it's not about Kobe. I could name 3 or 4 players that are better than LeBron in his position alone, not let alone the greatest of all time. And yeah, I'm gonna say it, Michael Jordan. Can't nobody deny it. Anyway, the NBA is still trying to find that next Jordan. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they say. They are still trying to find that next Jordan. And until they get out of that mindset, they're never going to do it.
I can see that. Yeah. I mean, one of the things where, sadly, you never really replaced Magic. You know, you never, well, I guess you could say you replaced Bird. Dirk was our new Larry Bird. People just didn't realize that he was in Dallas. You know, the Mavericks overshadowed by the Cowboys. And he ain't even replaced AI, and he started a whole new culture for the league. So it's one of the things where I think this shows that even though we all love ESPN, it shows the flaws within the company and how they do things.
Yeah.
Or as Tyrone would say, all they do is look for house niggas to shuck and jive for them, and they consider LeBron the biggest one.
Exactly. You can't say it no better than that.
Yeah, it hurts to say it, but sadly it was true.
All right, bro. It's time to go ahead and get out of here, but appreciate you. I need you to give us an update next week on your doctor visit.
Yeah, I will. Most definitely. About to go celebrate. After I'm 43, I moved out when I think I was like 22. So from 22 to 43, man, how many years is that?
That's 21 years.
21 years of paying for cable. I finally said enough is enough and gave Spectrum their shit back. Oh, what a feeling. What a feeling. But probably there was a lot of people that was coming in there that had turned their shit in. I was like, oh, okay. So this is what we doing? Let me go ahead and get up out of here now. Let me get rid of this.
It's the digital age, bro.
Man. And it was so great. Like somebody busted one of their windows and stuff. Like they really want to get their shit back. It just, I was amazed how many people was in there that was bringing boxes and shit back or whatever. I was like, damn. But yeah, if they tell it, they killing the game. I think they're getting killed in the game. Yeah, but that sums up again, my brother. Thank you for the music for the regatta, because that I should have wrote everything down how I did it. I had that shit slapping when it was all said and done, and you toot my own horn, pat myself on the back, flex, you know, smack a nigga, whatever you want to say it. I will say it non-humbly that there is not another DJ within this black DJ from 816 to 9 whatever in Kansas that has DJ'd or would go DJ a regatta. Ain't gonna happen. I'm in the history books on that one. I personally feel like.
Yeah, you got that on lock, bro.
It was so dope.
Next one though, make sure they need a photographer.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, I will definitely do that. So wherever they call me for next time, like, hey, I need somebody to do pictures because I got a guy. Because I don't know how far, like Meridian, how you say Kansas is from you, because that's where I was, and it was 100 and it was an hour and 11 minutes. It was like 70 something miles away from the crib, so not that far in my opinion.
Hey, I'll make the trip. If it's anything like you said, I'll make the trip. No worries there.
Because I got that good nickel. No hesitation, no questions asked.
Good, good. All right, my brother. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Leave us a comment. We love y'all. Stay positive, stay blessed. Take us on out, Kev.
All right. Trying times come and go. I was gonna say something smart behind it. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna leave it like that with everything that's going on with me. Stay focused, stay strong, stay blessed, and keep pushing ahead. Do what you need to do. Be there for family when you can, but don't let family run you over when they're not trying to be there for you. Sometimes you gotta say fuck them and protect your neck for them taking your neck. So do what's best for you. But when you see me and Richard, holler at your boys, but don't yell.
Later, everybody.